afternoon, class. So today we will be looking at the natural region, and to be more specific, we will be looking at the forested highland region. Now here we have a map of Guyana showing the four natural regions of Guyana, which in this case are the low coastal plain, the hilly sand and clear region, forested highland region, and the interior savanna. Now today our main focus will be on the forested highland region, which are represented by these small trees. Now the forested highland region, it covers about 75% of Guyana. Now today we will be looking at the main features of the forested highland region. Now the forested highland region is mountainous, consisting of several mountain ranges, and is covered with forests. Now despite having mountain ranges, it also has forests. It stretches from north south. So from the top of Guyana straight down to the bottom is the highland region. Many of the rivers of Guyana have their source in the mountains. So the mountains, they play an important role in this case because they are the main source of where our rivers come from. Along with the source of rivers, this area also has waterfalls, rapids, and cataracts, which are a major tourist attraction. Despite being the largest area, it is also the one that attracts many tourists. It brings in a lot of income for Guyana from the tourist attractions. Now here, there is very heavy rainfall and very high temperature all year round. Now as we know, in this region, there is 6 months dry weather and 6 months rainfall, which in the day it can be very hot and in the night it is very cold. The soil in this area is mostly rocky with sand and some clay. There are rare species of animals found in this particular area, such as we have the jaguars, we have the arapaimas, which is a freshwater fish, and we have the harpy eagle. Those are just a few of the many other exotic plants and animals that this region has. The vegetation in this region. The vegetation consists of dense forests which provides Guyana with The vegetation consists of dense forests which provides Guyana with timber, a valuable source of revenue. Now here, timber is one of Guyana's main export that they do, which, like the book said, it brings in a lot of income. It is a main source of revenue. The trees grow straight and tall with their leaves and branches on the top. And because of this, smaller trees at the bottom, they do not get enough sunlight to grow, which in this case causes the bottom of the swamp to be dark and gloomy. The bottom of the forest to be dark and gloomy. Birds and monkeys live in the tree. Insects fill the air. Insects that we know, such as mosquitoes, they are quiet. They have a quiet number there, as they breathe in the swamp. So as we know, mosquitoes, they love to live in swampy areas. In this case, these swamps, they are a huge breeding site for mosquitoes. And snakes, which are quite numerous, add to the atmosphere of danger. Even though this area, it has lots of tourist attraction, does not. Birds and monkeys live in the trees, and insects fill the air. Mosquitoes are quite numerous as they breed in these swamps. As we know, mosquitoes, they love dark, gloomy, and damp places. Now these swamps, they are a huge breeding site for mosquitoes. Along with snakes, which are quite numerous, add to the atmosphere of danger. Even though this region it attracts a lot of tourists, there are also some dangers that lies within this region. The forest consists of valuable trees, which provide timber for building and other purposes. Now these trees, we use them to build houses, to build schools, and to build different buildings. Some of these trees are green heart, purple heart, wallaba, and silver valley. Now we know them, they are very strong trees, that's why people use them to build houses, foundations, and buildings. The population. This region is sparsely populated because of heavy rainfall, which results in many swampy areas. Now, as we know, society of today, they do not want to live in swampy areas. They prefer the cities, the towns. That is why this region, it barely has people living there. Dense forests, high mountains, and fast-moving rivers with a few trails. Mosquitoes and other insects also breed in this area, which leads to many diseases such as malaria, dengue, and typhoid, which in this case again make it a reason for people not want to live there. Now, the hard rock and thin soil that this region has makes it very difficult for farming. And as we know, a lot of people, they depend on farming as a source of income or a way to survive in this economy. That is why the soil there, it is not suitable for farming. That's why you won't find a lot of people living there. The population consists mainly of loggers, gold miners, or another word, pork knockers, or as we know it as bushmen, balata bleeders, indigenous people. Now there are a lot of indigenous people in this area, especially region 1, region 7, and region 9. Now, along with the indigenous people, they are public servants that live there. Example, teachers. Now these regions, they have a lot of teachers and a lot of upcoming young teachers that works there. We have the health sector workers and protective sector workers. The population lives in scattered villages. Example, Madia, Camarang, and Matthews Ridge. Resources of the highland region. The main resources of this region are timber and gold and diamond. That is why we will find a lot of gold miners, a lot of loggers there, because here, because of the soil type, you will find a lot of gold, and because it is mostly of trees, you will find persons mining in that area, loggers. The main economic activities include timber production, like I said, logging, gold and diamond mining, which is a huge income for our country as well. Balata bleeding. Hunting is also a main activity that is done there because it enhances the wildlife trade. The forested highland region is important because it is the main source of our forest wealth. Gold and diamond are found in the region, and much revenue is brought into the country from this region. That is why from the sales of these minerals, these gold, these diamonds, and the timber production that they do. The mountains form the source of many of the rivers in Guyana. That is why, as I said, there are many mountains found in this region, which our rivers are sourced from. The scenic beauty of this region, the rare animals, the birds and plants, as well as many waterfalls, rapids, and cataracts boost our tourism industry. It is the home of many tribes of the indigenous people. Alright, so those are the main importance of the forested highland region. So, any question based on our topic?
Yes, miss. Can linden be found in the highland region?
No, linden can be found in the hilly sand and clay region. Is there any more questions you would like to know or clarification on?
No, miss.
Alright, so I have a question for you. Why is it called the forested highland region?
Yes, because it has a lot of trees and very mountainous and mountainous.
Very good. Alright, so it seems that you are clear on everything here. Now, I have an activity for you to do. Now here, we have some pictures of the animals that are found in this region, we also have some activities that are done in this region. And we have some images to show that the structure of this region. Now what I want you to do is you are going to paste these pictures, look at the pictures and paste them on the island region. That is your task. I will guide you as you do it. Alright, so first we will look at the animals. So here we have our harpy eagle. Alright, so you're going to place that up here. Alright, so wherever you feel like to place it. So we have our harpy eagle. Now the harpy eagle is also known as an endangered species in Region 1. Okay. Now some activities that are done, we have mining and logging. So we're going to face the two main activities. We're going to face logging down here and then we're going to face mining up here. And we also have some trees to represent that the area is of the forest. And these we just peel them and stick them in. Alright, you can place that somewhere. And here we have some cutouts that are shaped like mountains to show that it is not also covered in forest, but it is also very mountainous. Now some of these mountains are also known as tourist attractions. Alright, so now we have some sand here to indicate that the forested highland is the texture of the forested highland. You can put some piece wherever, at the bottom here maybe, then we're going to throw some sand in it. Put some sand. Alright. Alright. Thank you very much, and that was our mini lesson.